Hello and welcome to episode 137, and for this video you join us at Bluebell Lakes and on Mallard Lake. We're here for 48 hours. I've been joined by Lee, who we know quite well now, but I doubt we'll catch any fish this session because he's been a bit of a letdown lately. And by Mark. I've known Mark a few years now, mainly from like Tob area, Coking Farm festivals. I first met Mark through the Woodlanders group.
That's it, yeah.
Through Steve Dimmer, cooking and carping and all that area. But it's his first time in one of my blogs, so nice. Welcome to one of my blogs, Mark. Right then.
Proud.
Don't want to waffle on too much because we've got a bit to do. We've already done a bit of leading around, all three of us. It is quite weedy out there. So I think you're fishing already, aren't you, Mark?
I'm fishing already, yeah.
I'm not. All I've done so far is a bit of leading around. So has Lee. It is absolutely weedy as anything out there, but we think we've managed to find some clear spots. Quite a range out, 20 wraps. You're not quite far out.
18 and a half.
So you know, 20 wraps as well, aren't you? Yeah. So that's where we are so far. We've done our leading around. I'm not fishing yet, so I've got some rigs to sort out yet. So anyway, to something carpy happens. Let's go fishing. Right then guys, all three rods are out fishing, same for Lee, same for Mark. One thing that is quite apparent is that the swans are going to be a problem this session. This side of the lake we've decided to fish is really shallow until you get quite far out. I mean, I wonder that in my waders. Probably 6-7 rod lengths, and the water only just come up to my knees. So it does get a little bit deeper after that because I was chucking me deeper fish finder out earlier on, and I could only chuck it 16 wraps with sort of, you know, because of its shape and the wind blowing right in our face. And at 16 wraps, the deeper we're saying, it's 6 foot out there. But so yes, we've had a few premature openings of the spom while spomming, like you often do, and because the spod mix is only landing sort of 2, 3, 4 rod lengths out, the swans are coming in and they're easily able to just stretch their necks down, pick up the spod mix, and obviously because of the direction you've been spodding, the spilt spod mix is where your lines are, and all three of us have had trouble with the swans coming in, even just swimming past. But so yeah, so that's definitely going to seem like it's going to be an issue this session, but we'll overcome it, I'm sure. Just try not to spill any spod mix and try and keep the swans feeding over our lines in front of us to a minimum. So anyway, just waiting for some carpy action now. Tell you what though, if we do get any carp on, with how shallow it is, the carp are definitely going to go, because there's only one direction that they can go, and that's, well I say one direction, they're not going to be able to go down because the water's too shallow. So they're only going to swim probably away from you, which is what obviously they normally do. So anyway, yeah, waffling now, so I just thought I'd update you with the shallow water and swan issue that we're having, and probably going to continue to have. Right, hopefully can get back to you when there's some at carpy going on and not swanny. Lee! Lee! Lee!
Chris, where are you?
Lee!
Where are you, Chris?
Is my real tree camo that good?
Who said that?
Lee!
Who said that?
Hi Lee!
Hi, Chris. Can you get down?
Hi!
What a lake.
It's that time again, guys. Barbecue time. One of the best bits of the old fishing sessions now, the old barbecue.
Definitely.
Still waiting for the carp to play ball though. Although just very recently, within like the last half hour, a few carp have started showing right in front of our swims now. Unfortunately, they seem to be showing a lot closer in than what we've actually cast to.
And where they are showing, it's full of weed anyway, so...
Yeah. Mark's contemplating a move.
Yeah.
So, do you reckon you're going to go for it, Mark, or...?
I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah.
So...
Right pain in the bum, but yeah. Especially this time of night, but you know.
But you got to go where the fish are shown, really, haven't you?
Got to make a decision and go for it, haven't I?
That's it.
So, well, anyway, we're going to carry on and enjoy our barbecue, guys. So, the next time you probably see us will either be, hopefully, during the night with some fishy footage, or in the morning looking a bit depressed because we've had nothing through the night.
Except for the shits.
Well, morning guys. Right, after an uneventful night fish wise, we're just in Lee swim at the moment, looking for new spots, because during the night, look at that bow wave out there, look.
Yeah, see, they're all out there, aren't they?
So,
They're definitely along that drop-off shelf. Look, there it goes.
so yeah, during the night, I said yesterday that me and Lee were both casting at 20 wraps out, and from all the fish we see boshing out last night, sort of in the early hours of the morning, it's clear that we were fishing way too far out. The fish are more like about 10 wraps out. So there's another fish showing there.
Yeah.
Really close in. So if you remember yesterday, I said the only problem we really had in these swims is that it was quite shallow, sort of quite far out. So at the moment we've just got the deeper out. I know you might not be able to tell very well because we're in amongst the shadow of the trees, but we're just chucking the deeper out at the moment just to try and find some new spots which are sort of shallow enough for a good spot, but we need it deep enough for the swans not to be able to interfere. And at the moment, especially in Lee's swim, according to the deeper, it's looking at about 10.5 wraps seems to be a good range to be fishing, because that's about the distance well, I certainly saw it last night anyway. In fact, the fish were boshing up so loud last night about 2 o'clock this morning, it actually woke me up. So do I have another chuck out, Lee, just to...
Yeah.
There we go, and stop, that's where it's starting to come up now.
Believe it or not, there is fish moving out in the middle now as well.
So, well, stop, that is the drop off there.
So I'll try and do this now.
So,
Red sheet. Oh, this is one clips up to. There's a clip there. A bit more, but
right then guys, right, without making this little piece too long, so that's basically the new tactics. We're going to be coming in at about half the range we have been fishing. I've got to do this in my swim yet just to make sure, but it looks like at 10.5 wraps it's where the fish are showing, and it's definitely going to be out of range of the swans being able to stretch down and eat our bait.
what's that registering now, Chris?
That is 6.5 foot.
Hang on.
So,
I'm happy with that.
right, let's just do this in my swim now.
Yep.
Right then guys, so that's that. So we're basically coming in a lot closer.
And hopefully get some damn fish.
The lake is definitely a lot shallower in front of me.
Within what, 10 foot of where my swim is to the right.
Yeah.
Here it must go and then drop down.
It definitely deepens off towards your swim, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, but I'm happy with that. I'm getting at least 5 foot in all 3 of my swims. But it seems like I'm just between my 3 rods. It seems like I'm getting 6 foot, 5.5 foot, and 5 foot. So.
Look, there's fish out there anyway.
Yeah, and it's still at sort of the range I'll see the fish boshing out at last night. There's no weed. It's deep enough to be out of the way of the swans trying to get the bait. So it's just a matter of clipping up now and seeing what actual range we have found. Right then guys, a couple of hours has passed now since me and Lee was having a chuck about with the old deeper, and then what I did after that was then took the deeper off, put on the old Fox grappling marker lead, and then just had a lead around on them same spots just to make sure. There's still a bit of low-lying weed. I brought a bit of weed in, not a lot, it was just very tiny bits with sort of each drag back, nothing really to worry about too much, but because there is still a bit of low-lying weed out there, I'm going to change me rigs on all 3 rods to helicopter rigs. So I've just spent the last couple of hours tying new hook lengths up, some helicopter leaders, and I got bugs in my ear roll. So just going to show you the rigs before I actually cast them out. They got no bait on yet, but I'll show you what I've done. So all three rigs are exactly the same. So start off, got one of the quarter heli safes, and then if you do get a fish on, obviously that drops the lead, because if the fish goes out into the main body of the lake, there is a lot of weed out there, so if you can get rid of the lead, then that will help you play the fish. Then I've probably got about 9 inches before the bottom bead, which I've side pierced on, and I'm still getting these bugs crawling all over me. So yeah, bottom bead, which is side pierced to sort of keep it in place, keep the hook link in place on the cast. Then I've probably got about 9 inches between the top bead, and if you see very closely what I've done, I've got a sinker on the leader, and then a bead just half pushed onto the sinker. And then obviously if you get any crack offs or break offs or whatever, the hook link will slide over that. Let's get the hook link. The hook link will obviously then slide over the sinker, push the bead off, and everything will be all nice and safe, so the fish will only be left with a hook link and not a great big long leader. And then the hook link itself, as you can see, I've got a ring swivel to run on the leader, and then I got, right, you can get out of the way now, leader. I got 9 inches of IQ2, and then all that comes down to the good old Ronnie rig. You can see a nice big loop there for the hook to move around on, and obviously there's no bait on there yet. But then the Ronnie rig itself, like I say, all three rods are going to be exactly the same, so I thought that's the best rig to have in this situation where there's still a bit of low line weed. So you know, that would go down, and then the hook link would just, it would be up there when it goes into the water, and then that would just gently sit down on top of any low line weed that might still be out there. Right, I'm going to put a bit of spod mix out first, because obviously I've told you a few times now about the swans being a bit of an issue in this low water. And Lee, who's sat in me bivvy, say hello Lee.
Hello Lee.
Has already spotted out, and as soon as you start spodding out, the swans just try and come over and try and nick any spilt bait that you might spill. And so I'm going to put some bait out first before I put these rigs out, and then if the swans do come in, they can come, have a bit of a mop around, and then clear off again before I put any lines in the water that they can interfere with. Right, so that's about that then really. Let's get some bait out. Right guys, we're behind Mark at the moment, and unfortunately he's just lost one. As you can probably tell from his pod, he's got his left hand rod in his hand, and he's casting it to the left, just behind these reeds here, and only close it. How close in are you casting it, Mark?
About 6 inches, 6 to 8 inches.
I mean, how far out?
What, from the reeds?
Well, from where you stood now.
Oh, about 12 foot. They're right in close in there.
Oh, what's literally just a rod length out in front of these reeds?
Literally, I'm about 6 inches off the reeds here.
Oh, right. I didn't realise you were that close in.
Yeah, no, real close.
And
About 5 or 6 of them just cruising around.
Yeah, unfortunately, he hooked into one and then lost it and brought a single scale back for his troubles. But there's definitely fish up there now, guys, that's for sure. We can see them right at the range we've cast to and been baiting to. There's definitely more fish in our area than what there was yesterday, that's for sure. No bag or nothing?
No bag, no nothing. Right up against them reeds. I was literally about 4 inches away from it this time.
Probably go up there and net it.
Yeah, probably.
No way!
Can't even fully sink the net.
No. Only thing we've got is, yeah. Right, hold on. Because I've got another line on me somewhere. Oh no,
Oh, that's a cracker.
I do.
That's a cracker.
Yes!
Well done, mate.
My bank stick idea worked.
What did you do? Put it around the bank stick?
Yeah, just put it round, just to get round the reeds.
Yeah.
Cheers, Chris, thank you.
That's
Oh, a little comment.
yeah, nice. Right then, guys, we're with Mark, and after 2 lost fish, he's finally landed one. So, do you want to tell us how you finally achieved it, Mark?
I finally achieved it by casting around the reeds and putting all my lines round bank sticks to keep the line out the reeds, and this is the result. Nice 13 pound 4 common, absolutely beautiful.
And nice way to make your debut appearance in a blog as well.
And my first fish out of Bluebell.
Yeah, it's a stunner. In fact, probably the other side looks better. Do you want to
have a look at the other side?
It's
It's
it's two-tone on the other side. The other side probably looks better, to be fair.
There you go, just on the other side.
There we go, look at that. That is absolutely not a massive fish, but to be fair, when they look like that, it doesn't matter at all, does it?
Well earned, this one. Well earned.
Yeah, and the way you did it was pretty good, actually, to be fair.
The bank sticks and that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an old trick that we used to use in France years ago, and it's just come in handy here today, and it's resulted in this stunning little fish.
Must admit, I've never seen that done before, and that is pretty pretty clever.
Pretty effective, isn't it?
Yeah. Well done,
Good
mate.
angling, mate. Good angling.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you saved the blog from a blank.
Good skills.
Sorry, my sweet. Right, let's get you back. Come on, my sweet. Look at that. And
There she goes. Oh, nearly at your bank stick. There we go. And she's away. Give them swans some grief.
yes, go on. Seems they've been giving us grief all day.
Yeah, it's probably going to spook the swans the way it's heading.
Yeah.
Right, and anyway, guys, so we'll have a quick look. Here's Mark's bank
There's
stick.
my bank stick.
So what he was doing,
As you can see, I was fishing down here, down along the reeds.
yeah, let's come out.
See where the two swans are? We're fishing in that place.
So Mark's rig, so there's no rig or leg coming out now, is there?
No, you're all alright here now.
So
Where the two bums are and the swans, I was just there, fishing, with my line coming down in between the reeds.
yeah, so
To my bank stick here.
hang on, step backwards a second. There we go. So
And then
there was Mark's rods. So his line is coming off his rods and round the bank stick to basically make a right angled sort of aim down the side of these reeds here. Very, very clever, mate.
Yeah.
Very clever.
it is very. Right. Should we see if we can get another one now after 10 minutes?
Yeah.
That was neat.
Nothing taking a floaters then, Mark?
No, but they are back up against the reeds, so back out with the other rod, I think.
Back in there, but on the bottom again.
On the bottom again,
But
yeah.
doing the same technique with the rod around the bank stick again.
Yep. Oh, disturbed that fish.
Oh, I know. That way you wanted it?
Yep. Most spot on. Right up against that little, just that one little reed there.
Yeah.
Take the line. Back round the hole. Set. Hopefully a nice fish.
Another one.
Yeah.
So as you can see, Lee is just sorting out his rods. I've just done mine, Mark's just done his. So all three of us are set for the night now on fresh baits and what have you. You've just done a little bit of spodding, haven't you?
Yeah, rest of the spot mix has gone out, so
Mark's just done a little bit as well. So we're all set for the night.
hopefully.
Oh look, here come the lovely swans again.
They've been a real pain in the ass this session, haven't they?
Certainly have. But, so yeah, so hopefully you'll see some carpy action in the night, guys.
Don't hold your breath.
But I must admit, on the spots that we're on now, and with where we were seeing the fish showing last night and today, I'm definitely more confident of a bite tonight than what I was last night, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think yesterday we were just going for clear spots yesterday, weren't we? Whereas today we've actually gone on showing fish. So anyway, right. Hopefully you'll see some carpy action in the night, guys. Right, morning guys, about 5 o'clock in the morning and we're back with Mark again. Sounds like he's had a busy morning.
Yeah, busy. This is fish number 4 this morning, but the rest have been real small, so I just let them go at the net. But this one, £17 and a lovely mirror, real scaly.
What
Get
an
my hands out the way. How's that? Does that look right?
What an absolutely scaly, cracking looking fish.
She's beautiful, isn't she? Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, absolutely cracking.
£17 dead on. Let's give you a quick look at the other side.
Still on that little same rig you showed us yesterday.
Same rig yesterday, yeah. Little tiny orange yellow pop-ups.
Little 8 miller.
Little 8 millers.
But I think that side probably
better,
looks the best side, to be fair. Look at that.
That is
what
beautiful.
A cracking fish. Nice.
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 All sorted. Nice and shiny for you. She's beautiful.
Well done, mate.
Right, let's get you back, my beauty.
Right. Morning guys, it's been about 15-20 minutes now since we've put that absolutely stunning fish back of Mark's, and we're just behind my rods at the moment, and I've just changed 2 of my rigs over. Basically I'm just copying Mark now. And I've chucked them in quite close because the fish are really close in, and I'm talking probably 5, 6, 7 rod lengths. I've just chucked one of my rods, the left hand rod I've redone, the same as Mark's, at 10 wraps out, because basically that's the range that Mark had been fishing. I'm just copying what Mark's doing basically. And then the middle rod I just pub chucked it to about, what do you reckon, about 6 wraps that probably went?
Yeah,
and that's
5.5, 6, yeah.
And that's literally where fish are showing they've come in really, really close.
You don't want to show his face now,
No, just before I started filming this bit there was 2 fish with their backs out the water, literally maybe 4 rod lengths out.
Yeah, 1 far at all, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I know from wading out, 4 rod lengths out is only about 1.5 foot deep. So I was hoping to get some of it on footage, but it was more at first light when the sun was just coming up, wasn't it? It's that they were more out. I think as the sun comes up, I think they might push out to deeper water again a bit more. Out there. There goes it.
That's virtually your left-hand rod, isn't it?
Yeah, just been and woke Lee up as well, seeing me and Mark's awake, so I thought it's only fair Lee's awake. And he was just saying that he's had 2 runs in the night and unfortunately lost them both. Right then guys, we're back with Mark again, and he's really doing it because he's just had another absolutely amazing looking fish, as you can see. Look at that.
Does that look right like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing looking fish. In fact, the on the screen it doesn't do it justice to how it actually looks in the sunlight. Absolutely amazing looking fish. Like absolutely.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if I come in a bit close, because that is absolutely amazing fish they have here at Bluebell Lakes.
It is, they are stunning, aren't they? I'm having a good go this morning. Right, my beauty. Oh, £17.2 that one.
Yeah, still on them little 8 millers.
Still on the little 8 millers, little yellow ones.
Still on a PVA bag rig, but not in a PVA bag.
Yep. Still at 9 wraps.
Oh. That is one sexy looking fish.
It is, isn't it? Definitely in no hurry, is she?
No. Right then guys, coming to the end of the video now. Been a bit slow for me and Lee. Luckily Mark come along and made the video worth watching. So well done Mark, and your first visit to the complex as well.
No,
so,
it's been,
so well done, and the fish you caught are absolutely stunners as well,
beautiful,
aren't they?
Beautiful. I'll definitely be back here again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So Mark's off now. Me and Lee are staying for about another half an hour, but can't see anything happening because all the action seems to have come first thing in the morning at first light, and there's not even been any signs of fish out in front of us since the sun's come up, has there?
No.
It's all been first light. So right then guys, if you've watched all this video, thank you very much. So, well done again mate.
And nice to invite me.
Well
nice
done.
to meet you.
Top angling mate, top angling. Well
Right, till next time guys, tight lines.
done. Tight lines guys.
Tight lines. Hello.